Alright, I'm Henry, and I'm here to say nice things about the film Spider-Man 2. For those of you who have seen all three Spider-Mans, you might be wondering, why is he doing Spider-Man 2? Spider-Man 3 was clearly the bad one. Spider-Man 2 would be the biggest challenge for me to say nice things about.
Because?
I can't say that.
You can.
Oh, I can say bad things about it while I'm introing it?
Yeah.
Because it's a steaming pile of horse shit. Spider-Man 3, everyone agrees was bad. I don't have to convince people that was bad. Spider-Man 2, it's my crusade to make sure that people know it was bad. Unfortunately, I can't convince people it was bad tonight because I have to talk about the good things about it. So Spider-Man 2, this guy, Octavius is his name, Doc Ock, invents this amazing set of robot arms that are scientifically advantageous in order to work with hazardous materials, I suppose. But they plug into his spine to this really gross thing where they like plug into his spine. Because obviously that's gross.
Do they plug into his spine?
A couple times. But they plug into his spine, and it's kind of this like nervous system autonomous control. I don't know, it's obviously science BS, it doesn't make sense. But there's a little control chip right on his neck. And as long as that is in working order, the arms can't control him, but of course, that gets destroyed. That gets broken, the arms can't take control, they're inherently evil or something, and he starts fucking shit up. So he decides to build a sun, or some shit, on this abandoned pier that I guess no one notices the giant light coming from of a second sun. I don't understand it.
Spider-Man?
Who? Oh, yeah, Peter Parker.
Protagonist?
Yeah, him, the name of the movie.
What's one nice thing?
Puppies are nice.
About the movie?
About the movie. I did really appreciate the way they filmed all the fight scenes. Specifically, there was a fight scene with Doc Ock robbing a bank because he needed money for his second son or some shit, I don't know. And he kidnaps Aunt May, and they're like on the side of this building. And the way it's filmed, obviously it's mostly digital, but it's very clear to see what is going on. And they do very, very long takes. They don't do the quick action takes that you see in a lot of movies these days. Long takes, the camera moves, you know, because it's all digital, but you know, around the fight, and you can kind of clearly see, you know, this arm attacks here, then Spider-Man puts his web here, and then the Ock swings around and hits here. And I really appreciated that because it took it from what would normally just be like, oh, there's a brawl, to I can actually follow the action and appreciate the work they put into it. And that was cool. I liked that. Spoiler alert for people who haven't seen the movie. Doc Ock as villain, big fan. I thought he was a very compelling villain. I liked the whole good man driven bad, even if it was out of his control. And he came to his senses at the end, was able to overpower the arms that were controlling him and realized the evil that he had done and decided to sacrifice himself to save the rest of the city and potentially the world. I thought he was better than the average movie villain. I liked the fact that he and Peter Parker were friends near the beginning. Well, I mean, even if it wasn't really much of his character as much as it was, I'm being controlled by my angry arms. You know, yeah. Obviously, Bruce Campbell's role was amazing as his second cameo in the Spider-Man series. Also, J.K. Simmons, the guy who plays J. Jonah Jameson, perfect. There's no one else that could possibly do it. He captures the mood, he captures the character.
Fair, fair. Anything else that you had?
Did I have anything else nice?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
Before you rewatch this, what would you have given this out of 5?
In all honesty, Colin?
Yeah, in all honesty.
Last time I saw this movie before I rewatched it, 2002, 2003, whenever it came out, in theaters. I was in middle school. I loved it. You know, I was a kid. I thought it was great. Then time wore me down. I became cynical and an asshole. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized how bad that movie was. It was a shit fest, and I hated every minute of it. So, the first time I saw it, out of 5 stars, I would have given it a 4. If you'd asked 13-year-old me, 4 stars. Today, 1.5, and that's being generous.
How much did you hate this movie?
On a scale of 1 to 5?
Yeah.
Till the subway scene, I would have given it a 4. And then after the subway scene, when it's like the elevated train,
right,
and he stops it with his webs that have like infinite length and don't actually stop things, I guess, I don't fucking know. And he takes his mask off and gets Jesus down the aisle. I want to say 5, but I can't go that hard. That's too much. I reserve that for a special kind of movie. I'm gonna have to say 4.5. This has been Say Something Nice. And it's been one of the hardest things I've ever done.
God, you live a life of privilege.